Anastasia Chatzka, a fashion designer with over 20 years of experience and a sewing educator, and I'm really excited you're here to share another sewing adventure with me today. Welcome to Sewing Anastasia, and today I'm going to show you how to make a patch from scratch, so that way you can sew it onto your awesome jacket. If you're not already a subscriber to Sewing Anastasia, make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell so you know when all the new videos come out, because they're awesome. I'm also teaching virtual sewing lessons right now, so you can choose any project that you want a little help or guidance with. Book your time with me and I will help you virtually from my design studio to your sewing room and studio. So cool! I'm also teaching in-person sewing classes, which are socially distant. So if you're in Chicago, sign up for an in-person sewing class, and you can find all that information down below or on sewinganastasia.com. Supplies for this project are gonna be super simple. You're going to need some scissors, you're going to need some embroidery thread, and you're going to need some fabric and interfacing. I don't know about you, but I love patches, and I have so many awesome rad denim jackets that have patches and pins all over them. Patches are a great way to express your self-identity. So in this video, I'm gonna show you how to create your own patch, so that way you can express your self-identity in any way you want. So my jacket's already got some really awesome patches and pins on it. It's got some Bratmobile, it's got some Lunatics, it's got some Bikini Kill, it's got my old Riot Girl chapter pin on it. So we're gonna add one more piece of awesomeness to it, one more piece of flair, and we're gonna make it a girl power patch in the shape of a heart. So something that really defines a patch and sets it apart are the satin stitches around the edge of it, so that way it doesn't fall apart or fray when you're putting it on. So I'm gonna show you how to create a patch and put that satin stitch all the way around the outside. If you don't know what Riot Girl is, it's a music movement from the 90s that's all about empowering girls. And that movement was a huge influence on me when I was a teenager, and that's what even got me sewing. So that's why we're gonna make a girl power patch. The first thing we're gonna do is draw our design on a piece of paper. I'm gonna be using a pink marker, but you can use any color marker you like. And we're going to be transferring this to the embroidery machine by using an app in my phone called the Quick Design app by Husqvarna Viking. So if you don't want to draw your design, no worries. You can totally choose a pre-made design in the design library, or you could download one online. So you can make anything into a patch. Basically, if you have an embroidery machine, this is a super easy way for you to create a patch. So I'm gonna go ahead and write out Girl Power. I'm gonna leave the O out though because I wanna put a heart there. Now that I have Girl Power written out, I'm gonna go ahead and open up the Quick Design app in my phone, and we're gonna take a picture of Girl Power. You can move this little bar here and it's going to change the intensity of it. Okay, now after I have a photo of it, I can choose what kind of stitches I want it to be. And I want it to be satin-esque because I like the way this looks. It's nice and thick. So now all I need to do is go ahead and hit the cloud with the heart in it. We love hearts. And we're gonna name it. And I'm gonna name it GP. And then hit save. And so now I know it's been saved on the My Sewnet cloud. And it's gonna be on the front of my embroidery machine. So let's go find it. Your design process might be a little bit different, but that's okay. Now we're gonna get into the details on the front of the sewing machine with how to make a patch. And that's gonna be pretty much the same for any machine that you're on. Okay, so let's find our Girl Power. It's gonna be in the folder here. Under Quick Design, go ahead and hold it. And it's gonna pop up on our screen. So it automatically changed the hoop to 80 to 80, and I wanna do 120 by 120, so I'm gonna select that. And now I want to put it in the middle. And I'm gonna go ahead and find the heart. The heart is going to be in the My Sewnet library. And you can go ahead and search heart, and it's gonna pull up all the hearts. You wanna make sure you select a heart that's going to fit in that space. So if you look down here, it's gonna give us some information, how many stitches and what size. This one's about a 1/2 inch big, which is great. So I'm gonna go ahead and select it and put it on the screen. I can close that menu, and now I'm gonna move over the heart and I'm gonna make it a little smaller. You can also use your arrows down there as well. Okay, I think that looks great. And now what we need to do is pick our satin stitch for the outside of the patch. So we wanna go to the flower down here, and now we're gonna click on the menu, and I'm gonna select the heart. So you're gonna see a heart shape that pops up. We wanna make sure it's covering the entire girl power. Okay, that looks good. But now we need to make sure it's a satin stitch and just not a single stitch. So go ahead and use these tools down here, and you can decide how big you would like it. So if it looks like it's outside of your hoop, you can go ahead and make it a little smaller. Go ahead and hit the check. And now what we can do is go ahead and play around with it a little bit and make sure everything gets nice and centered. Now that I've played around with it, I got everything centered and right where I would like it. So next, all we need to do is get our fabric hooped and hit the go button. So now that we have our embroidery all set, we've designed it, it's on the screen, we are ready to make a patch. So make sure you get your fabric hooped in the proper size embroidery hoop that you have selected on the front of your machine, and make sure you're also using some interfacing on the back. So I'm just gonna be hand sewing my patch on, so I don't need to have a fusible here. You can also buy a special interfacing that's for patches, so that way the paper peels off and you can iron your patch on. So you can totally make iron-on patches at home as well. It just depends on what kind of interfacing you're putting on the back of the patch. This design can really be anything you want. As long as you have your satin border around the outside, it's going to work out. So let's hoop it up and embroider girl power. We are clicked into place and ready to go. Let's hit the go button. We did it! We finished the patch. So now what we need to do is grab our scissors and cut it out right next to the satin stitch. The stitches are looking awesome. Can you believe that we just drew it on a piece of paper, transferred it to the sewing machine, and then voila, we have a patch. Let's go ahead and release the hoop and pull out our fabric. We can set our hoop to the side. And now grab your scissors, and we're just gonna cut into it. So now we want to cut until we get to the satin stitches. Be really careful you're not cutting the satin stitches, but that you're just cutting right next to them. And you can get really close to them. So cute! We did it! We totally finished our patch. It is ready for the denim jacket, and this is totally like a patch you would buy at the store. This is a legit patch. Now let's sew it on the denim jacket and show our girl power feminist pride. Thanks so much for watching Sewing Anastasia today. If you have any questions on how to make a patch, leave it down below in the comments and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. And thank you so much for watching. If you love this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up or subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you know when all the new videos come out. Also, you can give this video a little applause if you liked it and share it with all your family and friends. On my way to 100,000 followers, and I need all of your love and support. I'm also teaching virtual sewing lessons right now, so you can choose any project that you would like help on and book your time with me, and I will help you from my design studio to your sewing room and design studio. I'm also teaching in-person sewing lessons, so you can sign up for one of my in-person classes and come into my design studio here in Chicago, Chicago, Illinois. If you have any questions on that, let me know, or you can sign up at sewinganastasia.com. Also, I would love to share your creativity, so make sure you send me your projects through DM or tag me at sewinganastasia, so that way I can post them in my stories and my feeds, because I love sharing the creativity. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.